What's going on, guys? Welcome to the last Scorched Earth episode on my channel, for at least for a little while. I just care to explain what's going on and why it's my last episode, what's been going on with my channel the last few days, a little bit of everything. We also have some wyverns to fly around. We have two of them now. We have a fire one and we have a poison one. The poison one being mine and the fire wyvern being Demo's. He doesn't mind if I fly it around because the fire one is so much cooler than the poison one. So I made this episode yesterday with Demo on his channel. If you guys didn't see it, I would go check it out. But pretty much, I've been having a ton of tech issues lately, and it's causing a lot of low dropped FPS, which you guys might actually see in this video, and I'm apologizing before you watch it. I'm sorry. I don't know why. Every other game doesn't lag like this one does. I'm getting 60 FPS, and it says I'm recording in 60 FPS, but when the footage comes out, it isn't 60 FPS by any means. But this is the season finale. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the season. It was pretty fun. I do like this DLC. Just isn't really much more to do after you've gotten the Rock Elemental and the Wyverns. It really is nothing to do at all after that. So yeah, really, there's nothing left to do, and that's why we have to end the season. I know there's obviously things we could build. We can explore more caves. There's a few other things like that that we can get done if we want to get done. But in reality, it just seems like it would be more or less not favorable for you guys because the videos won't be as action-packed. They won't be as new and fresh like the original beginning of the season. It would just kind of get very boring, and I would be forcing videos out to you guys, which I never like to do. If it's a boring video, generally it won't be put out to you guys unless I'm in a rush or something changed and there's new updates and it seems fresh. But right now it's not really fresh anymore to you guys. You guys have probably seen hours and hours of this type of DLC, and you've also seen or played hours and hours of this DLC yourself. So nothing really else to do in the DLC after the Wyvern. There's one more cave that I might do as like a little just spin-off episode if I need a video for the day, or I'm actually curious at what that cave looks like. But other than that, there's nothing. There really is nothing left to do in the DLC. That being said, Ark is not done by any means. We are going to be starting up a PvP season once the procedurally generated maps come out. If you guys didn't know, they are releasing procedurally generated maps. We'll procedurally generate a map that works with the player base, and we're going to be doing no offline raiding PvP because that was also put into the game recently as well. So it's not really going to be a purge day thing. It's mainly just going to be PvP all the time whenever we can. If there's players online, there's PvP going on. So it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be more of a crazy season. People will be attacking each other on day 1. People will be attacking each other on day 1, 2, 3, 4, all of the days. Pretty much when you see a player base online, people will be attacking. I think that a lot of the time my base will be getting attacked, so there should be a lot of defense raids going on in that season as well. So just look forward to that. I believe the ETA on that update is within the next month. I believe beginning of October towards the middle of October. So looking forward to that. And that's pretty much it. That's when the season will begin. For now, I'll probably be focusing a lot on Rust and all that kind of stuff. But today we're going to fly around the Wyvern, maybe for just a short little 10, 12-minute video. Show him off. His name is Jimmy G. This is Demo's Wyvern, by the way. He's pretty damn cool. Not going to lie, I really do like the models that they put on these Wyverns. They remind me a lot of the Bat. If you guys haven't seen the Bat up close, it kind of does almost look like it, but the faces are different on the Wyverns. Let me go grab the poison one over here, Jeffrey. Jeffrey the female. Jeffrey the female, I think, has a little bit more resemblance when it comes to the Bat because of the way his ears come up. It's kind of like a Dillo met a dragon. That's the way I like to say that the poison Wyvern looks like, because he's got like the Dillo face, but he's got obviously the wings and the body mass of like a dragon, even though dragons do have 4 limbs, and these technically have 2 and 2 wings. So you can see the faces are actually different. He doesn't have the things on the side. He does. I believe his teeth might be pointier. No, they're pretty much the same besides that. Maybe this guy's face is a little wider. But all in all, if you guys don't know how the Wyverns work, this poison one will actually melt your armor very easily. It'll damage some stuff, and it will do a decent amount of damage, but this one is pure damage, pure death, pure fire-breathing craziness. These things are pretty fast. They turn like trucks. The way I look at it is that they're flying T-Rexes. I guess that's the best way. Because they're not exactly like... I mean, they do a lot of damage, but they do get damaged very easily, not wearing a saddle, similar to like a direwolf. Since direwolves don't wear saddles, they don't have those armor points to actually deduct damage coming into them. I remember yesterday I get hit by a mantis 4 or 5 times on top of mine, and he was already down like 300 or 400 HP. And they only have about 1,000. Demos is a quite higher level because he got a higher level egg when he did his. So let's go ahead and breathe the fire. That's a dancing Carno. What the fuck are you doing? I'm just going to let him dance for a little bit. We can dance if you want to, and leave your friends behind. Fire. He's still dancing. But yeah, that's the fire wyvern. And he wastes stamina when he shoots that out. Same with the poison wyvern. I wish that the poison wyvern would actually breathe poison and not just spit a ball of poison. I'm going to show you here in just a moment. He only spits a ball of poison that you have to accurately shoot. If it was like a breath of like gassy fart air that came out of his mouth that melted armor, I think I would like him a lot more. You're going to see here in a moment. It's pretty hard to aim, too. It doesn't really shoot where you're aiming. And it doesn't do an incredible amount of damage. I think I'm stuck here. There we go. So let's go ahead and slow down. I love flying these in first person, to be honest. El Trelatops, come here. I could just go for the Paracer. But the Paracer is actually going to attack back. Thorny Dragon. So you can see he spits. It does do damage, and it does damage over time. It's kind of like what comes out of the butt of the moth. But like I said, it's not really a breath. You have to aim it. I'm looking down at the ground right now. It aims it down at the ground. That's nice. But when you're flying and you're aiming at something and you're going by, it's kind of hard. Especially, it's easier if you're in K-Vision, but it doesn't work in K-Vision. I'm out of stamina right now, so he's not allowed to spit. I'll show you in just a minute. When you're flying around, it is much harder to aim the poison. I wish it had multiple different types of attacks. I mean, when you do land and you're on the ground, you can also press C, and it does a little gust of wind that comes out of the wings, which actually blows stuff away. It does a little bit of damage as well. But most of the time, you think when you spit this at like a dinosaur, he's not going to sit in it. He's going to get damaged and run at you. And his bites also aren't that strong. It reminds me again of a T-Rex, a low-level T-Rex. We can obviously go up and attack damage to fix that. Get a little bit of meat for Jeffrey here, so she doesn't starve. But I think the Fire Wyvern is the way I'm going to go if I ever get another Wyvern for myself. And then on top of that, there's obviously the Electric one, which does Topor damage. Go ahead and land that guy. So I'm going to take Jimmy G out. I'm going to go burn some shit, get some levels on Jimmy G, because since demo's going to be continuing... Ow, Thorny Dragon. That wasn't very nice. Since demo's going to be... I don't want to burn all those campfires. They will get burned. I think all of them just got broken, honestly, by the Thorny Dragon swing. What an asshole. Alright, get off of me, Paracer. Alright, Paracer, you're going to die too, probably. Paracer, burn, burn. And Paracer, dead. As I was saying before, demo's going to be remaining on Scorched Earth. Probably do... he likes the min-max stuff. So when it comes to like rock taming, he's going to find out an easier way to tame those rock elementals. He's going to find an easier way to tame wyverns. And he's going to try to explain those to you guys in the best way he possibly can. I don't understand why his scales wave like that. That's really weird. I don't know if they're technically not scales, right? I guess they are kind of flappy, like wings, like mini wings on the back of his neck. Is he going up in Topor? Oh, shit. That Thorny Dragon really bumped him up. I don't want him to get knocked out. That's going to take forever to wake him up. Let me get some stim berries for him real quick. Easy. But in the meantime, in between that update, because it is going to be quite a while until it does come out, I know they're going to be adding it to like a test server kind of thing originally, and then they're going to fully release it. But in the meantime, we might be hopping into some more Survival of the Fittest just to fill your art craving on the channel. It's been a while since I played some Survival of the Fittest, so I wouldn't mind hopping in and checking out the new metas. Maybe streaming it as well, and then just posting those streaming highlights on the channel. You guys remember I did that for quite a bit when I was a little bit more popular into streaming. Right now, obviously, with the tech issues that I've been having, streaming is just next to impossible. Well, let's go burn some shit. That's really just what I want to do. I just want to burn some shit. Like, look at these dire wolves. Let's just fly around. It's like so awesome being able to get like something that resembles a dragon, um, in in a legitimate way. Because I know that on the end of seasons we've flown dragons around for shits and giggles, but those had to get spawned in, and then you had to force tame them, and then you flew them around, and they only lasted a certain period of time. But now you like literally have your own wyvern that breathes fire and just kills shit, and it's really fun to have one of these things. It's also hilarious when you put them inside a cage. One of my original ideas was to probably build like a wyvern nest, like a full-on building that was made to store wyverns, like one on each floor, and do like this tall tower and all this kind of stuff. But then all I thought was that pretty much comes down to me grinding stupid rocks with a doedicurus and a what the hell? Why can't I remember their name? An ankylosaur for like 3 to 4, 5 hours just to get the materials to make a 15 to 20 minute, generally boring video. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just end the season here. Like I said in the beginning, I didn't want to like force anything and just make it so I'm just doing building episodes and being really boring now that the wyverns are tamed. That was kind of like the end goal. I think I was explaining that in one of the rock elemental episodes. I was like, the whole plan is to like do this, then do that, and then do this, and then do that, and then do this and do that, and it just kind of like worked out that way, and that just turned out to be the end of the season. So I'm not going to drag this on any longer, just keep babbling in your ears. The fire wyvern is a badass, it is cool as hell. The poison wyvern, not so much, maybe in a PvP scenario, but at the same time, you can actually kill a wyvern with like 2 or 3 fully charged compound bow shots to the head. So in reality, if you can hit it before it gets to you, it's dead. And then also official Scorched Earth servers. There's obviously the homing rockets, which will also insta-kill a wyvern, so or close to killing a wyvern. So I mean, in reality, they're just kind of like overrated. I mean, I don't really want to call them overrated, but you know what I mean. They're kind of like overrated flying T-Rexes. That's the way I look at them. That breathe fire and poison and all that kind of other stuff. You, sir, are an idiot. Boom, wrecked. But yeah, I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed this season. Leave a like if you did. If you guys want to see some Survival of the Fittest soon, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get around to it. That's not actually my bin. That's another tribe's bin, so maybe I should defend it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.